The novel I chose for my ICU was called A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini. The title of the book came from a poem written by a Persian poet during the 17th century named Sahib-e-Tabrizi. Summary: Khaled Hosseini's A Thousand Splendid Suns takes place in the beautiful city of Kabul, located in Afghanistan. The novel highlights the maltreatment the people of Afghanistan faced during a time of conflict, where the Soviet Union and the Taliban tried taking control of the country. The story is depicted through the eyes of two women, Maryam and Layla. Maryam is forced to marry a widow shoemaker named Rashid, and throughout their marriage, Rashid becomes abusive and mistreats Maryam because of her miscarriages and her not being able to provide Rashid with a child. Layla and her family get struck by a rocket while escaping the conflict in Kabul, in which her family is killed. Maryam and Rashid take care of wounded Layla as she recovers. Layla later ends up becoming married to Rashid, where she experiences the same abuse and mistreatment Maryam faced. Through a series of events Maryam and Layla go through, the novel portrays the discrimination and segregation of women in Afghanistan. Method of persuasion by the author. Logos: a literary device which can be a statement or an argument used to convince an audience by reason. Quote: if you're not Muslim, do not worship where you can be seen by Muslims. If you do, you will be beaten and imprisoned. If you're caught trying to convert a Muslim to your faith, you will be executed. Ethos: a way of appealing to an audience by showing one's credibility and ethical character. And a quote that goes with this is, What harmful thing has she willfully done to this man to warrant his malice, his continual assaults, the relish with which he tormented her? Has she not looked after him when he was ill, fed him and his friends, cleaned up after him dutifully? Has she not given this man her youth? Has she ever justly deserved his meanness? Pathos: a way of appealing to an audience on an emotional level. Quote: I'm all you have in this world, Miriam. When I'm gone, you'll have nothing. You'll have nothing. You are nothing. Importance of persuasion. By using ethos, logos, and pathos, Khaled Hosseini shines light on the discrimination and segregation against women that takes place in Afghanistan. His use of such methods gives the audience a sense of tone and mood. The mood and tone allows the audience to deeply and emotionally connect to the message Hosseini is trying to portray about women in Afghanistan. Social commentary. Race and ethnicity. Women are not given the right to have an education, employment, and freedom. They are expected to stay at home and take care of their families and their household. Social conditions. After the Taliban took control, women's rights were completely taken away from them. Women were stripped of their rights and were forced to follow the new laws of the Taliban. If they did not do so, they were beaten and punished. Cultural expectations. Men believe they have control over women, and they mistreat them, and in certain scenarios, they physically and emotionally abuse them if the men are not satisfied. They also believe that women should not have the same power as men. They should not be able to allow the same jobs. They should not be able to allow to work the same jobs as men and not be educated like men are. Connections to society. Text to world. The discrimination and segregation of women in the novel can be related to Afghanistan today. After the Taliban took control of Afghanistan, women were stripped of their rights and were treated unfairly until this day women are treated poorly, forced to wear clothing they might not want to, forced to sit at home, and not allowed the same opportunities as men. Till this day, we hear about the conflict that has been taking place in Afghanistan for decades, and how all of this is still occurring. Text is text. Quote: singing is forbidden, dancing is forbidden, playing cards, playing chess, gambling, and kite flying is forbidden. This announcement, given by the Taliban in the novel, relates to the kite runner by Khaled Hosseini. In that book, the kite flying tournament is an exciting festival that takes place. However, when the Taliban takes over, the kite flying tournament gets banned. Both these novels by Khaled Hosseini shines a light on the negative impact the Taliban has on the people of Afghanistan. A Thousand Splendid Suns portrays this through the eyes of women, and how women were affected by it. And the kite runner portrays how Taliban affected the people of Afghanistan in general. Text itself. Growing up in Pakistan, I've witnessed discrimination and segregation of women because of all the cultural stereotypes that believe women should not be given the same rights as men. However, I've also witnessed these cultural stereotypes be defeated through women such as Benazir Bhutto, who was the first female prime minister of Pakistan. She fought for women's rights and equality, which is one of the messages Hosseini is trying to portray in his book, that women should be given equal rights and that such discrimination and segregation must be dealt with more importance. Literary devices used in the novel. Symbolism. When Layla was ready to give birth, she was taken to the hospital, which was the only hospital that treated women. The hospital was run down, filthy, had no clean water, no medication, no electricity. This hospital symbolizes how poorly women are treated in Afghanistan, and how they're not taken care of properly and extremely mistreated. Irony. When Miriam first moves in with Rashid, she feels uncomfortable in a stranger's home and feels suffocated by the space around her. This is ironic because one of the ways Rashid abuses Miriam is by suffocating her when he's not pleased with her. Foreshadowing. When Miriam is leaving Nana to go with her father Jalil, Nana tells her that she cannot live without her. This foreshadows her committing suicide because Miriam is no longer with her. Overall review: A Thousand Spanish Suns by Khaled Hosseini was marvelous and fascinating in so many different ways. Set in Afghanistan from the 1960s to 1990s, Hosseini portrays the oppression of women in a war-torn country under the Taliban regime by shining a light on discrimination and segregation through the lives of Miriam and Layla. His use of literary techniques and his ability to deeply connect with the audience creates a marvelous piece of writing which helps spread his message across people's hearts. The novel portrays the emotional and physical conflicts the two women face throughout their lives and how they overcome such adversity through their inner strength. Hosseini's writing is simple but breathtaking, and I would highly recommend it because of how it connects with the audience on an emotional level.